Pop, we got a lot of things we're gonna get into today. P. Diddy, holy snap, unbelievable. But I can't even say unbelievable to that extent because it's believable, my guy, right? Like, what is not to believe? Pop. But anyway, one of the dudes that I can't even say shocked me, but comes to my mind because this dude had the nerve to say, unfortunately, we got a turn of events. Like, whoa, chill out. And that was Akademiks, DJ Akademiks. Who do you blame? Do you blame Diddy himself or do you blame the media? Like, everyone kept saying, yo, you know what? He needs to be arrested. This needs to happen. That needs to happen. It happened. I don't want to see nobody crying, free Diddy. Because the people that been, I can't even say Team Diddy because some of the things, of course, if he did do it, it's super foul. We understand that, right? But you just can't bash somebody and put them fully down because some of us talk like we was actually there. And you wasn't there, my guy. You don't know these people. Not even a little bit. I know you want to perceive or think like you know. You don't know Diddy. You don't know Puff Daddy. You don't know. Some of y'all don't even know hip hop. Your color of your skin doesn't consider you hip hop. And shout out to the people I seen, even Akademiks and everyone. Let me put on my New York City hat. Bro, them people are not from New York. There's a lot of people saying New York City, New York City. They don't live in our boroughs, respectfully. And respectfully, when they live in another part of New York, I'm just keeping it real. I can't lie. I can't do that. It's not me. But the people that live out here in these boroughs, in the 4 boroughs in New York City, don't consider that New York. They consider you being from out of state. These are facts. So it does bother me when I see dudes like Akademiks and them acting like if they speaking for New York. I seen a dude yesterday on somebody's so-called panel or platform, and a dude was like, bro, this dude is from Massapequa or some spot upstate, right? He's not even from New York. But the dude is passing off to the audience as he's a New York City dude. But that was umpteen years ago he lived in New York. Bro, a lot of these people are lying. They don't live here with us. Facts. And when they talk, they talking like, because, you know, I'm from Queens, you know, because I'm from Brooklyn, because I'm from the Bronx. Where? Who knows you from even there recently, besides the people you've met on the internet? That don't count. Respectfully, but let's get to Diddy and let's get to everything that's going on. Thank you for tuning in early to On The Lockout. Let's get to it. You already know how we do it. Pop.
No, nigga, it's On The Lockout with your boy Dawn. Hey, On The Lockout, nigga.
Gang, gang.
On The Lockout.
Holy snap. Oh, dip. What? Bobby, you copy, Bobby, you copy, Bobby. You thinking you're looking cool now. Ooh, child, ooh, child, ooh, child. You copy, Bobby, you thinking you're looking cool now. Huh? You copy, Bobby, you thinking you looking cool now. Ooh, child, ooh, child, ooh, child. That's the only problem I got, my dude. That these dudes are not here. But Puff Daddy, when it comes to this whole situation, and callers, if you're calling in and you want to say how you feel about this or who you blame for this, I mean, we can only blame one person for this, right? If it did go down, and the people that allowed it. But I'm going to keep it a stack. When it comes to old naggers and disrespectful men like Gene Deal and them, I believe they should be incarcerated too then. I believe if you was there and just stood by, you just as guilty. Shout out to all the DAs and federales who just want to put cases on people and are quick to make a call and a judgment. You got to understand, and these laws, maybe Diddy, now when these people go to jail, you know, every time a celebrity or millionaire or billionaire, whatever, goes to prison, they want to come out and change the rules and regulations of how people get arrested. Maybe it took for Diddy to get locked up so then he could probably invest some of his millions the right way. And so that a lot of us could stop going to jail unjust, and they could stop promoting DAs, feds, and detectives every time they get an arrest of a dude that's trying to make it out the gutter and the slums. Because right now, if Diddy gets found guilty, that DA is going to skyrocket. Whoever convicts him, whoever got him locked up, if that works out for them and he blows trial, which they will make you a believer, even if you didn't do nothing, you could go there and you could say what you want to say. Here's who wins in court. And then you got dudes like Akademiks, a lot of these dudes. You never even been on a trial. They talking about how trial go, how court goes. Bro, they don't know what they talking about, bro. They guessing. They reading Google. They asking their so-called cop friends. These dudes are weirdos. These dudes talk so much about P. Diddy going to jail and him being a bad guy and everything that he's done so wrong. It happened. Are you happy? You get to make videos now and generate an income off another black man's pain and suffering. Congratulations, bro. Woo! You're magical, bro. You're a super podcaster, broadcaster, whatever you want to call yourself. Huh? And that's amazing. You feel good? You shouldn't. You think they setting him up? Of course. Definitely. Definitely setting him up. Definitely setting him up. That's my belief. I've always stood by that. I'm always going to stand by truth, my truth, how I feel about something. I'm never going to be being on the side of just because someone thinks something is right when it's wrong, right? Why this bit rate thing is always something with YouTube, right? But anyway, let me see if it allows me to fix this real quick. Which once you get in, you're already in. Is nothing happening. I can't even change it, so I don't know what's the beef about. If I can't change it, YouTube, you got to learn how to relax. Jesus Christ. I could just put that up to 35. And you're not even allowing me to do that. Oh, there we go. So now I went back to excellent stream. That's ridiculous. They drive me bananas. So anyway, I don't think that you could blame. Here's the thing, bro. When the media, when people can continuously make these videos about people, you're already indicting these people. The jury, the people that are gonna sit on their thing, they've been watching YouTube. They've been watching content creation. They've been watching all you little fake reporters, all that for years. You get it? Respectfully, my dude, you said, how could you start a channel with no face? This is not that type of party. Respectfully, you could hit me up with that question, like when I'm doing that. Respectfully, I just don't want to not answer you, and I don't know how better to put it. If I start talking about that, that's what I really like, and that's what I'm into. Helping other people grow their channel and technology, and I'm going to stay stuck on that, and I'm going to stay stuck on you. And this is bigger than you. You get it? This is prison. This is jail. This is on the lockout. This is worldwide news, right? And it's important to me because I've been incarcerated most of my whole life and everybody I know, right? And it's a sad situation on how these people play with our life. But it don't gotta be next time. You could hit me after this. You could call. My phone number's right there. You could text me and tell me it's you though, because I would get 1 million people that my number is everywhere. They'll see it now and everybody will start calling. Not one person got Cash App. Not one person is donating to the channel. They just want to talk. I'm not into that, bro. I'm about business. But this thing just threw no signal. Now I'm really upset. Okay, so now it came back. It decided it wanted to come back. Thank God for dual PC streaming. You get it? But I must have touched something happened. Or there's going to be a hurricane or something. Because this never shoots a no signal symbol on my main PC. But thank God for dual PC streaming, because if this shuts off right here, where my big head is at, I'm on
Bobby,
two.
You copy, Bobby.
Oh
you
snap!
Copy,
Hold
Bobby,
up.
You thinking you
I'm on 2 computers. You get it? So it's cool. I gotta clip this off because it's gonna keep coming on every time I go on. So I don't know, who do you blame, Kay? Who do you blame? Don't you think I'm correct with what I'm saying? Like, it does. What's up, E? It does influence a guilty verdict. And every time, I've said this for years, bro. I've said this for years. Every time that a district attorney goes and convicts me or you or anybody, homie, for example, they get a raise, they get notoriety, they step up, they level up. That should be against the law. That law should be abolished. Your way and leveling up to success shouldn't be placed upon how many black and Puerto Rican men you incarcerate. And I say that because when you go to jail for a vast majority of the years, bro, from the 70s, 80s, 90s, all that, on Rikers Island, the only people you saw incarcerated by the thousands of numbers, the jail overpopulated, having to sleep in the gym, were Puerto Ricans and blacks. Nobody else. It wasn't up to years later that they broke up the little police triangle that they had in Washington Heights and all that with the community, and how hood dudes had the precinct smashed, that they broke that up. Who remembers that? That Dominicans then started going to jail. And that's how it transformed from Latin Kings being one of the largest gangs that ever existed on Rikers Island and the first Hispanic gangs, nations, organizations that had the Rikers Island by the neck, to Patrias being there also. These are facts. There was no Dominicans. It was rare, you knew he was Dominican. You get it? Because when I first started going to Rikers Island, it wasn't no Mod 1, no Mod 2, whatever mods y'all niggas be talking about nowadays. You heard? In the beginning, it was Mod 6. You went downstairs to the back. The back is where it's at. And we wore regular clothes, jewelry, earrings, watches. And you better get your pop on. And you better not look to rely on your own people. Because your own people were the ones that were waiting to rob you. So the DAs, feds, police, and all these people had a hell of a time for decades. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? This can't keep going on. Did I arrest you? I convict you. I step up in life. I'm going to forcefully convict everybody. So when you go to trial, it's based on who could tell the biggest lie, homie. Who's a better liar? Who's a better storyteller? Whose story is believable? You better lie, and your lie better be the same lie all the way through. Your story better never change. Once your story changes, you lose. That's who wins in trials. The best actor, who could act the best, and who's a better liar. Because don't matter how good of a person you are, you can't find me one district attorney that's going to say how good of a citizen or Samaritan you are. You are the devil once you stand up next to him. He's like, this man is a menace to society. The nigga graduated college. The nigga's a school bus driver. The nigga has worked construction. You get it? The nigga worked real estate. The nigga does podcasting. And you know how I know? Because that was me. I had all them jobs. I drove trucks, school buses. I done a whole lot of shit. They don't want to hear none of that shit. The only thing they mention, knowing all this, he's a gang member. He's been charged on numerous occasions for hate, violent gang crimes. He's hit the newspaper and the news on several occasions, even in other states. This guy is a danger and a menace to society. What's the offer? 8 1/3 to 25. From the gate, I'm thinking in my head, I should have killed everybody in there. So you get what I'm saying? I don't recommend this. I'm not saying it's what to do, right? For the purpose of. But what I'm telling you is what I was feeling at that moment. So everything that I wasn't, that they continuously, repeatedly told me that I was, I became. Because I started feeling thugged out. I'm in the courts. Niggas is like, he's a menace to society, a well-known gang member from Brooklyn. He goes by the name of King Warpath. That shit was intriguing to me. I'm like, damn, nigga, this is a movie. And these niggas is watching these movies? My life is a movie, nigga. Bob, where's his co-defender? He cannot come out right now. That's when I had the bro as the co-defender, Big Cano. He can't come out. He just cut somebody in the back of the bullpens. He escaped out of his mittens. I'm like, oh, my nigga rang the alarm. Bing, take it back. My Cody popping, you heard, is lit. We both wild boys. They looking for the body. They can't find the body. They even checked Mexico for the nigga's parents. He's not even Mexican. Laid up on that case, 26, 28 months, something like that. Wind up, beating that, ate that, was shot. Held it down, because again, remember I said this story way years ago. My co-D was telling me, tell them you had nothing to do with it. Put all the blame on me. I'm going to go say it was me. You need to be on the street. Just hold me down, because I'm getting bread. You get it? Not that he wasn't, but he knew he was done. I was done, but he was done. So we jail like that. You get it? And I don't usually have Codies. I do everything alone. But that day, he played the Papa of King. Pop. So I just had to go to jail with but I wasn't going to go to the grand jury and say, it was him. He told me, you know. And then down the line, when somebody's explaining my paperwork, like whoever, right? 1090 Jake would have had a field day. Zip, whoever. I got to be explained, even though I would never explain myself with none of that to nobody. But you would probably feel like you got to be like, yo, he told me to say that in the grand jury. Nah, my nigga, but you know better. You was gang. You get it? The Code D could just flip and be like, he lying. I never told him to say that. That's why I understood. Breezy's situation so much when it was like the Code D said, do this, do that. Because I've been through that. So when people are like, why boy holding them down so much? Number one, I'm that in real life. I'm always going to be that in real life. Not on the internet, not on YouTube, in real time. I'm that till the day I die. There's not one person, man, nobody in the world that can't tell me I'm not that. Facts. So, of course, I'm going to stand up for him regardless, right or wrong. Never make the people look bad in front of outsiders, period. I'm talking about real people because you might bring up other incidents. They not that. Just facts. They might be internet that, but in real life, they not that. Facts. So, I understood his situation and his trial or his case because I've done that, been there. You get it? But there has to be a better way instead of you just putting out people away and you being rewarded. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging out. Maybe it's me. But these people are growing in stature and status, becoming some of the biggest DAs, lawyers, buying houses, super properties, by lying on our people, adding charges, making things seem crazier than what they are. They're about to do that to him. There's no DA in the world that's going to send to go get Diddy. And the thought of releasing him or somebody going back and forth with them on why he's innocent, there's ever going to play a role in their soul. They there to do the devil's work, bro. I think some of them see the light as they thought a district attorney was something else. And when they see how devilish it is, they convert back into being a lawyer and helping people. And they go so hard. You ever had a lawyer like that? I did. I had lawyers. If I'm not mistaken, he said I was a district attorney or some shit. And I'm wondering why this dude going all out like so hard. Even though, you know, when we get locked up, dudes like me that got over 7 felonies, locked up over 25 times with 19 convictions plus. We don't get regular lawyers. We get them 18B shits. You get it? That pro bono shit. Or you pay for your own lawyer, but they don't give me no regular schmegular lawyer. Because he can't help me, period. When you a persistent, discretional predicate, discretional, for those of you that don't know what it means, because all these lawyers here, you're going to make me go back to my, you heard? Chill out, nigga. Because I could be on that time because I'm that guy, nigga, in real life. You heard? Facts. But this is the thing. Discretional is like when you got a few arrests, like 3 or more, And you know how some people be like, he would have had life. New York City don't really do that, bro. If you 3 strikes you out, it's a law. Nobody follows it. Everybody will be doing life. They follow it when they really want you. And they can probably, but they don't. But when your MO changes constantly, I'm getting locked up for robbery here. I stuck this nigga up. He said I robbed him. You know drug dealers, they bitches. I stick him up. Nigga says I robbed him. What he took from you? My jewelry, my sofas, my TV. They start naming extra shit. They think the government is going to give them money. They don't even give you your jewelry back till the case is over. You sound stupid. If I take it to trial, I have you waiting for them jewels for like 5 years. Like, so it's a waste of time, bro. You had a better shot not showing up. Facts, and getting your shit. A lot of people think when they rat, you get your shit back. It don't work that way. Facts. So anyway, I get locked up for robbery, but the next month I get locked up for drug beef. It changes the MO. You get it? So even if you're a predicate, persistent predicate becomes discretional. But you may not hear me though. Because you don't understand the flow. It's cool though. It's cool if you don't understand. I don't want you to understand. I want you to stay out of jail, stay out of prison. You heard? But I don't know. I just found that weird about Diddy and about Akademiks stepping up or waking up early and saying, you know what? I find it an unfortunate event. What you mean unfortunate events? You guys all called upon this to happen. This is what you guys kept reporting about, how bad Diddy was. Bashing him, dragging him. What you thought was supposed to happen. The power of influence, the power of word. Talking something so much till it becomes real. That's a real thing, bro. Facts. Yeah, that you see, I would get into that, but I already got banged for YouTube, like if I'm trying to explain people how to do wrong things. But I get what you're saying. Back in the days, your peoples or gangs used to do that to get dudes out of jail. Yeah, dudes ain't doing that. They buns. You see, you hear me? Like I just seen yesterday a video of a girl getting jumped to be Crip in LA. And they put knots all up in her face. They put black eyes, dents on her forehead. Like, what gangs do that, bro? Like, let me tell you, you know that your own gang members and your own bros are going to be the ones to kill you. When to get in, they beating the shit out of you from the gate. That's your welcome to this beautiful organization that's for the peoples. We're going to lump you to where you're almost dead, right? You don't want to be involved in no shit like that, my nigga. You're not touching me. I'm booming you. Facts. I'm not joining nothing that you gotta hit me or none of that. I shouldn't be involved in no shit like that. You get it? You cry when your father whip you with a belt. You scream child abuse when your mother whip your ass, right? Because you did something foul in school, and you're gonna let another little bird pussy beat the shit out you to join his gang? But I wish you would, homie. You heard? I was always against that. And this is why gangs are separated from real men nation organizations. There's a difference. I never been in a gang. Ain't nobody ever putting their hands on me, bro. Facts. To do nothing. How am I supposed to love you after that? Y'all just be you crazy. You're welcome to the gang. Hell no. I'm bodying you, you and you. Y'all hit me like that? You crazy? That's no love. You that lonely that you're gonna let somebody give you a few seconds or a minute of a beatdown for you to join whatever the fuck, whatever they in? You crazy. So the next time they won't hesitate to kill you, because they almost did just with the initiation. Imagine when you do something wrong or a slip up. Instead of giving you a teaching, they'll give you twice that beating. Hopefully, by the grace of God, you'll make it out. So we don't beat our brothers, we teach our brothers, because that's what real brothers do. So don't ever let a dude call you his brother or you call him my brother, but he's trying to physically hurt you. That shit doesn't work, bro. It's no way you my brother. That's how you treat your brother, bro? God damn, my dude. That shit is wild. That shit is fake love, my dude. They're gonna kill you. I promise you. So I wake up and the first thing I see is one of my dudes going to jail. Now this dude looks like an average white bird, old chubby nigga, right? Respectfully, on Southside Jamaica. But there was times that you got to give Joe his props. Joe was out here getting to the bag. Especially when we was on them blocks hard body in the 90s. Not that no one is not in the 2000s, but I can't get into that, unfortunately. And I'm sorry for that. Maybe in the future, as time goes by, we'll get into it. But as of right now, I can only speak to you about Joe and other people. Understand? So Joe is my guy till date. I just saw Joe the other day. I walked by the block. He was like, hey, yo, that's you, what? I'm like, what up? But something told me, don't go over there. You see, I stuck Joe up and pistol whipped him like on 4 different occasions. Now, Joe is not the biggest gangster. He's a white, fake Italian mobster type dude, respectfully, right? And not even to say fake. You know, he was a good dude. If you're looking for a sincere friend and you're not looking to get over on him or anything, there's times he could be a good dude. But he could also get you killed. Because Joe had the bag. And in New York City, in the gutter and the slums, see, I'm in real New York. I'm not these dudes talking to you from the planet of another world. You heard? From another galaxy. I'm a borough nigga. Facts. So with that being said, Joe will get you hurt. But I also been around because dudes do anything to get straight. A lot of people in the street nowadays got opiates habits. This been like this for decades. I don't know where you been at, but the stick up kids, the livest nigga on the block, the nigga that's popping, the nigga that got all the cars, all the shorties, he has a habit on the low. No, there's no real wild niggas that's wilding 24/7 do that soberly. I've been outside since I was a baby. I know. Don't let nobody lie to you. You heard? So I say all that to say Joe was also dipping and dabbing, right? He'll get high, but he gets to the bag. Like for the money that he had while he was getting high, getting money, cause he a hustler. He just hit the news. Right? Again. It would take you 15 lifetimes to acquire, and he made it in a month in our hood, around the blocks where we bring him to. Facts. So check this out. I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to wind up in his indictment. You get it? He just went to jail. So now, anyway, I was with Joe one day, and this blood kid is like, yo, this motherfucker right here is a rat. You heard? I'm going to make a video on it, but I'm going to touch on it real brief. He's calling Joe a rat. Now, whoever's from Southside Jamaica, Queens, knows white boy Joe. And again, now I'm looking at the dude, and I'm like, the dude is like reaching for something. And he's like, yo, I'm going to boom this nigga. So I'm like, yo, don't boom him while he with me. So the dude gets a little disrespectful. Now, I don't got nothing on me because I just came outside early in the morning to do something. Anyway, so boom, we on the block. Some way, somehow I bump into Joe. Erase that. We to do something, right? Boom. So I meet up Joe. Boom. Homeboy starts saying that I don't got nothing on me. So I'm like, all right, boom. So I think whatever I said back to Duke, it wasn't enough to make him pull out and get crazy. I diffused the situation. Blackout comes. Blackout's the blood that's in my videos. He be on the block with us. I'm like, yo, Blackout. He's like, oh, boy's my man. I'm like, yo, boy just told me, you know I'm not having that, right? Blackout is like, nah, nigga, you can't get into it with him. Boy's my dude, whatever, right? But since that time that he said that, whatever happened with that happened, right? That's for another video, a movie. It always stood on my mind when he said Joe is a rat. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know why, but I don't go for what people just say. And you may think that the dude that said it is credible, but I don't know that dude. I know Joe. You get it? And this is where people fuck up even on the internet. A nigga will tell you anything. Yo, Bimmy's a rat. In your head, Bimmy's a rat. Do you know that don't matter who you are, and if you don't know no better, because some people are crazy and others, you see Bimmy in the street and you be like, boy, you a rat. You know you're going to get killed that day? You're going to be on the news. But you think it's fun and games because you hear somebody else say it. Boy, I'm outside, nigga, in Southside Jamaica, Brooklyn, all that, nigga, I know. You don't think by now I would have been like, yo, dudes is right. Or I would have stopped, like, what people say I be defending Bimmy. I don't defend Bimmy. I'm just telling you, nigga, you will get smoked. You say that around the wrong dudes at the right time, you playing with fire. But you see, because you don't know no better, because you go off of what you hear on the internet, you thinking it's real what these niggas is doing. You feel me? I can only tell you about where I be at and real life shit. So anyway, dudes are wild. The dude Joe is out here, he's getting money. Right, boom, he gets locked up. He gets caught with a gun or something during that time. He comes out. Now he's out. I seen him when he came out. The other day when I seen him, son told me, don't go over there, war. Keep it pushing. Right? I just happened to stop in Southside Jamaica, Queens, because I had to do something. Right? But I knew what he was doing because it's early in the morning. You heard? And the early, you heard, get the worm when it comes to that house money. You heard? And Joe always got a flow. You know how niggas be like, back in the days it was a line? I don't know where you be at. I don't know what type of hustle you got going on, nigga. But in 2024, 2023, nigga, we still see lines. Facts. So I don't know what you sell. You probably sell oregano or motherfucking Johnson & Johnson baby powder. Everybody's not into that, you heard? But I'll show you a 1980 or 1990s line today, nigga. Facts. And Joe was one of those that could make that line look real small. You get it? With 50 to 100 niggas meeting on one corner and then splitting it up. Yo, you meet me in the White Castle. You go to the McDonald's. But Joe was a show off. Joe wants everybody to know he's selling drugs, bro, and that he could sell on that block, because either I brung him there, or if he gets into drama, he's gonna call whoever. I'm just naming people that be around, that are my friends that come to my mind first. The Blood Blackout, or he couldn't call that dude that was Blackout's man Mano no more, because Mano was one of the dudes too that at one time was like, this nigga's a rat. You get it? So I don't know, but a lot of us have fought for letting him do that. See, I let him do that on the block while I was there. I don't care if he's white. If you get busy and you want to be on the block, but I helped build that block to what it was. It's facts. Anybody will tell you that. And that's not my borough. But you're going to feel like it's mine when I get there. And then I was so smart enough that I rented an apartment just footsteps away from the spot. And niggas had to go out the borough or take a bus to go to their house. You feel me? So anyway, Joe got locked up. He's in the paper today. And I'm like, holy shit. Son just tells me, like, thank God I didn't go talk to him that day. He was probably being watched by the FBI that day. You feel me? And if I would have went and spoke to him, I probably would have still been, I can't say hanging out with him, because he's not someone that I'll fully hang out with. But I would have been meeting up with him and probably got myself caught up in a lot of other shit, or even trying to help somebody. You get jammed up, and I would have wound up in that indictment that quick. You get added to it. Like, oh snap, look at this kid. You remember him, John, right? Yeah, isn't he fucking this wild kid? What was he on? Something? Isn't he fucking blood? No, I think he's. And they start talking like that. Next thing you know, one of them remembers you. They look and you, oh, fuck him, take him too. Let's put him away for life. Oh yeah, he has. Oh man, he has a lot of felonies. It's like the more felonies you got, the more they want to lock you up. Lock up another nigga, officer, that don't have no felonies. It's like the minute you get pulled over in a car and the cops be like, you ever been locked up? No. You ever been locked up? You ever been locked? You? Yeah, come here. Stand right here. Stay right here. Yeah, he's been locked up before, John. Him. For what? For you ever been locked up for robbery? Yeah, for a few times. Oh, yeah. John, him. Look him up. Everybody else go over here. You guys could go. You could go. You could go. Nigga, you just let go all the murderers, all the real killers. They've never been locked up. That every time you pull over, a nigga asks them, you ever been locked up? No. And the nigga does the same thing. Yo, you could go. Why would you want to keep fucking this kid's life up? Because they get bigged up. For the bigger your sentence is, the more big up he gets. He put you away. It looks like he put you away for 25 years. You was going to get 25 years anyway, whether you stole the lollipop, nigga, because you got fucking 17 felonies. If he locks him up and he's never been locked up, he gets released on probation or released on his own reconness the next day. That's not good for that cop. That needs to change, bro. That's not we all equal. It's impossible that we all equal. Even though I make money from it, I find it wrong. Here's something else I find super wrong. Somebody kills you, the dude that killed you can never generate money off of your death. No one that had any involvement with your murder could generate money off of your death. None of us should be able to generate money off of death. No one. Because as long as anyone is able to capitalize off of deaths, deaths will continuously happen and our people will continue to die. How come anybody dies, I talk about it and I get paid? Nobody should be able to. In fact, you should let the dude that killed him then make money. If he's the one that did it, that's his body. Let him keep it. He's in jail already. But no, there's a white man that could go write a book about it. There's another white man that could tell a story about it. There's 4 more white dudes that'll come out with a documentary, gas it up, lie, because you're allowed to tell fiction stories, which is the stories these guys tell from Rikers Island. Look up the definition. Right? And everybody makes money off that guy's death, except the guy's family. And the guy himself, he's gone. But everybody makes money. Beauty salons, the morgue, the people with the grass, where they put you at. Everybody generates a major income off of this death. Why would death stop? If death stops, there's going to be people